brothers and sisters, what's happening? Welcome to another edition of EBX discussion, and may that great divine be in our lives and just keep us prospering and focusing on things that are important. And of course, we have fun in life, and knowing beautiful things that we come across and experiences, and just do things to stay connected to the joyful things of life, which one is going to get into. And salute current subscriber, new subscriber, anybody that view, I salute you and thank you, because you took the time out of your day to listen to a brother, as well as my son, Lord Lamont. Salute again, which we'll be doing a father and son discussion tomorrow. They'll be in the AM. So I'll be looking forward to that. We really are getting deep into picking each other's brain, as my son Lord Lamont said, and just trying to grow and stay communicating, stay expressing oneself and getting stuff in us and get it up out and get to that great part of us that can be so wonderful, that can take going through layers and lessons, but if one is in a stable foundation, pat yourself on the back. And as brother, sister, family, general in this world, let nothing take our joy. Nothing in this world, I don't care what it is, let nothing in life take our joy. Because for some of us, it was a fight to get to a place of joy, right? And what is joy? Something that's a good vibration, good energy, right? Something that make us feel good within. But we want to keep it going throughout our life, through the mix of what? Challenges, storms. But again, when we get up in awareness age, we know we're going to have challenges. So we just keep plowing through, and remember, enjoy the simple things of life that manifest joy, that bring joy, the joy we bring into helping someone or just doing something positive because we can. Again, not because we're obligated or have to. That's what brings joy. Just giving positive energy because we can. Because what, folks? It's free all day, every day. And anyone listen to this channel know what I always say. Negativity can cost you. So why not be positive? What do we have to lose? Only thing that's going to happen is we're going to better ourselves. And when we stay in a positive space or state, more things are going to come, because when you're negative, what does negative do? It causes friction. It slows us down. Less focus, less awareness, stuff like that. No, these times, better be aware. And again, let nothing take our joy. And I mean nothing. And Brother MJ is going to be our inspiration today. That's what I got on one's banner. Y'all know I'll be rhyming. Brother MJ is going to be our inspiration today. And this is one of my favorite songs by MJ, Stranger in Moscow, because I can relate to how he felt in that song. If you really listen to the lyrics, even though he had all that fame and money and exposure and everything one could have in their life or want or need, he felt alone. If you listen to the lyrics, that's how he felt. He felt like a stranger in Moscow. And you can see it on his face on my banner. And I've had this photo for a while, and I've been wanting to, I just hadn't got around to it. Because Great Divine, like I said, Great Divine has many of us, we know our gifts. We have gifts, so it's not just me. I mean, a lot of us have gifts. I see it in my family, my son, et cetera, et cetera. Brothers and sisters we connect with on this journey. So we all have some kind of gift, one way or another, whether small or big. So, and we develop skills along the way. The more we learn, even gifts we didn't grow up with, we manifest them by learning things. We manifest them along the way. But of course, we have to put in the action. We can't just sit on our ass and just think. We got to put out that action so it can come back to us. Of course, positive action, of course. So with that being said, when because I like podcasting, I like speaking, and, sometimes a idea will hit us, and, a divine idea, that is. And I love to say, when a great divine tells me to speak, that's when I speak, So when I feel it in one's soul, feel inspiring, I go with it. Because it's something, like I said, my cousin, L'Oreal Lyrical, rest in peace and in power, she used to always get on me about sharing the gifts, She used to tell me, cuz you have gifts for a reason. Don't keep them to yourself. Share them to people. Show people the gifts that you had. That's what she used to tell me. She used to get on me about this. So, she will forever be in one spirit, as well as my dad. Rest in peace and in power. As I always say, I don't take ancestry and that stuff lightly. I take it serious, because generations to come, we got to pass on that torch vibration, that fire that we had on this planet while we were here. I think that's important. So like I said, death, stuff like that, I don't play with things like that. I don't joke about it, nothing, because transitioning, as I said on a recent podcast, transitioning can be a very hard process for some people. Grieving, there is no limit to grieving. It's just that we understand a little more as we get longer in life, but their spirit never leaves us. Sometimes we can be grieving in a subtle way, just not showing it. So that's why I say I don't play with things like that, but that's something she used to get on me about, sharing gifts. And so I said all that to say, like, when I get an idea or I see a photo or something, I put it in my phone, but it's like in my divine memory bank. As I said, a lot of us have this gift. And it's like I'll have shows like in my spiritual memory bank. I just don't get around to them because, when one is, as brother, sister, family, whoever we are, especially if we like to research and read and seek positive things and knowledge and stuff like that. So our ear or our third eye is going to be open to positive things because it's fun, for one. I love learning stuff and wow and being amazed. That's almost like a child. When we're first born and learning things, that's what we got to get back to as brothers and sisters, like a childlike learning, not childlike behavior, but just learning things like a child, and renewing our mind, and shedding away old habits and conditionings and so-called curses. And I don't even do the curse thing because I don't think none of us are cursed. It's just a matter of changing one's behavior, changing up things, doing something different. I think that's good for our mind, body, and soul, our psyche, just to learn new things, just do something out of the blue. And I'm talking about something righteous, of course. But yeah, my cuz used to get on me about that. Rest in peace and in power, L'Oreal Lyrical. Look for on my channel for a song I just posted recently. Again, with her, I spoke on this before, but I keep her music afloat, as well as my son, Lord Lamont. Salute. We spoke on his music too and dissected it and talked about how he felt when he made the song. So we really love music, hip hop, but music overall. My son and I, Lord Lamont, salute, as well as my cuz L'Oreal, she did too. But I just recently uploaded a song called Phenomenal Chick, because she was phenomenal, and the chicks she had in her circle, real talk, her friends, via family, But it was called Phenomenal Chick. It was her, sister Sam K, and sister Shiree, which produced the song for me. And so that's on my channel. And I like the lyrics they said in there, very aware lyrics, and they know who they were. Of course, my cousin was smart. She was intelligent, real talk. This computer stuff was nothing to her. She knew how to do all this stuff. But yeah, she'll be in my spirit. She ain't went nowhere. She right here with me. Yep, as well as others in one's family. That's how we gotta be, real talk. No matter what the world thinks, no. As long as we're not hurting ourselves or hurting no one else, we'll let nothing, person, place, thing, if it's toxic, and bringing chaos, we'll let nothing take our joy. And that's brother, sister, family, younger or older. And I mean that. And focus on our inner warrior, not tap in, focus, because we all have an inner warrior, and we talking about a divine warrior. Something, and it don't mean we're perfect or we're floating on this cloud, as I like to say. Just an upright human being, brother, sister, male or female, that's doing what we're supposed to do according to principles of Mama Nature, universe, and that great divine. Be in alignment with it. Don't think it's weird or be cosmic. Great divine called a lot of us to be cosmic beings, and it's not about ego or being better. It's just knowing one's power and how to regulate it and coming into a balanced life, which is not easy to do. So that's why we have to, again, study, seek knowledge, stay aware of oneself, help others as we can, because that's energy we're passing, because that energy we give to others, especially if it helps them, And then, if they take somebody's advice, if we help something or someone in any kind of way, in a positive way, that's automatic energy coming back. I guarantee you, because I have experienced it. A lot of us have, that really do have a wholesome heart and have helped things or people. Because you have some people that's help communities. You have some people that's help maybe one person, a homeless person. It's still energy going out. It's a ripple effect started. And that's something, especially when you find someone, I'm talking about someone that's genuine and really appreciates, the help they've gotten from whatever it is, a person, that's something they'll never forget. That's something my son and I spoke on. And a story me and him was talking about when he gave a homeless guy $20, the last $20 he had. I'm talking about Lord Lamont. And that vibration came back to him right away. Because he did like 2 kind acts within like 3 seconds. And that's how quick, good vibrations can come back around. They say we go around, come around. It happened quick for him. Again, this is how fast it happened. He said he was walking down the street. He said he was feeling kind of down about something. And he saw this homeless guy. And something compelled him to get a homeless guy $20. Now, remember, we talked about this. But I think it's a great story. And he gave the homeless guy $20. And the homeless guy was very humble and very appreciative and told him God bless and all that. And, Lord Lamont didn't think nothing of it. He said he took 2 steps and he held this door because it was outside of a business. He said he took 2 steps, opened up the door. And this is a part of tapping in to our divine warrior, because a divine warrior, when we're fighting with our psyche, when we're battling things, but we still be genuine, because that's not easy to do sometimes, especially when we do feel kind of down about something. So that's why I'm kind of bringing up this, because I think it's a good example. He took 2 steps from giving that homeless guy $20 and opened up a door for a lady, and the lady looked at him in awe and told him thank you. And she said she never had nobody open up the door for her before. Now, what are the odds of that? And then, to boot, gave him $20. Now, come on now. Now, if that isn't an example of there's a higher power, something out there that watches over us, if that ain't a good example of that, I don't know what is. And it is not just him or me. A lot of us have experienced those kind of things. So let's focus on our inner warrior, because it's in there. We don't have to, well, I guess we do have to tap into it too, but focus, we have to focus on it to know we have an inner warrior. And it depends on the situation. If we use aggression, righteous aggression, or subtle righteous aggression, never let nothing take us off our square, and never let nothing let us when it comes to physical violence, only if need be. Because as many of us say, as righteous warriors out here, every righteous brother or sister or human being that's real to the pit of their soul, that's not hurting themselves or hurting no one else, has a right to defend themselves, hands down. That's the principles of that great divine law. And I ain't talking about no man's law. It's talking about principles, things we supposed to do as generals out here. Shouldn't have to be told. Again, we can listen to speakers, because that just amplifies us, make us even more on fire, and really focusing and tapping in to that inner warrior, because it's a beautiful thing, but we stay on top of it when we do get to that level of being a warrior. I always like to bring up, I say it from time to time, whenever we get to a space where we think we're done or we know everything, keep learning. It's beautiful, and we've gotten to a great space, get even greater. We've gotten better, get even more better, and pass it on to others, because we got those in our circle. We may have some that may look up to us as, especially children, stuff like that. I always keep things like that in mind. And again, it's not about being this perfect human being, brother, sister, or family. It's about having perfect intentions. So we can come into our golden years, as graceful as possible, but firm warriors at the same time. We got our eye on that divine, righteous sparrow all day, every day. But along the way, we let nothing take our joy. We have joy. Again, never forget to have fun, to have a bellyache and laugh and talk to brothers and sisters and family. Do those things, because that's all a part of having joy. Let nothing in this life take that away. I don't care. Social media, the world, news, disasters. I don't give a damn. We keep that joy within, because it's not easy to come by sometimes, and that's real talk. So if we do happen to have it, because it's a privilege, kind of a gift, because some, and I don't take it lightly, because I've been in a space. It's not easy to come to get to joy sometimes. So if we have it, be thankful. Don't take it for granted, and keep it coming. Keep that joy within, so we can pass it on to others. Because everybody could use a little joy in their life, if not a lot. So do what that great divine has called us to do, whatever that is. Because only we know as an individual, general, brother, sister, family. And never ever lose that inner warrior. The inner warrior is things that keep us thinking right, and that just do what we're supposed to do, not to show off or post or like, none of that. Man, it's just we can breathe when we just be true to oneself as that inner warrior. All right, so I do got a page I want to read out of my book. I had read from a couple days ago called Solitude Strength. I've only did 3 pages so far, and I did read page 36 out of my older book that I read. I did 50 pages called Unlocking the Vault. But I'm not going to read from that today, maybe later podcast down the road. But I want to read page 2 from Solitude Strength. And of course, we always gonna have a hip hop break, and one song is "We Are Here," and it's a reminder. Both of these songs, some songs I bring back just to kind of remind us, and it kind of fits with the title or the topic I may be speaking on. So I love hip hop. You're always gonna hear me talk about hip hop or play hip hop, but I mean, again, you'll hear me talk about other music too. But as many listen to this channel, hip hop is my first love. So you always hear me talk about hip hop. I love it. The creation of it, the words, because it's like a puzzle. Take words, putting words together, and not everybody can do hip hop, but it's a lot of people that love hip hop, even those who don't rap or sing. I appreciate anyone that truly cares and knows and somewhat educated about hip hop, real talk. So, because everybody has their different perspectives on it, but just understanding it, and knowing what it is, hey, I'll take that, because it was a time I didn't take hip hop serious, and I really didn't know what it was. It took years to really understand, and I'm still learning about hip hop, So, but be thankful, in any kind of knowledge we have. Just be thankful if we do got some righteous knowledge, things to help us, further us in life. Just be thankful and keep going, Like a great divine say, I said in a song, keep flowing, keep going. All right, now I'm going to read a page out of one's book, and then we're going to get to this hip-hop break. Solitude Strength, and this was 5/7/2025. I always like to put the date. All right, let's go. Leaders and teachers with a student spirit. Moments to ourselves, talking about solitude strength. Remember, it's not a selfish thing or anti-sociable thing. It's just getting in one's core and healing if we need to, keeping one's sanity intact, and tapping into what? That inner warrior. And passing it on to others via ourselves, children, family, significant other, brother and sister in the world, online. Remember that righteous ripple effect. Let's go. But it starts deep, deep, deep within, as we all say. All right. Moments to ourselves is the great divine's greatest gift, because it's the only time. Because remember, sometimes we're it's a privilege to even be able to focus on one's inner core and be aware, because again, it's not easy to come by sometimes, especially with all these distractions around us. All right, start over. Moments to ourselves is the great divine's greatest gift, because it's the only time we can see deep, deep into our spiritual being, thus inner warrior, divine inner warrior. Everyone has a spiritual being inside of us. We just have to take time and be consistent on tapping into that divine world. Get to know our weaknesses, hidden battles, and we will become so powerful, all things wrong will disgust us. Real talk. Like toxic direct messages, porn, lusting in general, none of it means shit. We have fun and enjoy the pleasures of life, but if it's damaging to our psyche, that's never good, because that's the core. Our psyche is the center of our universe, or universe, as I heard from a great brother. That's not mine, because if we don't win the battles in that psyche, as I said so many times, we've already lost. I'm talking about we got wrong, like really, like hurtful, toxic, just down rotten to the core type things in our psyche. It's just a train wreck waiting to happen. All right, that's never good at all. Okay, it's very important what we let into our subconscious. Something my son Lord Lamont salute we talked on. When our subconscious is clear, we can hear. We did a podcast on that. It really got into some deep core issues within myself, himself, and just in general. All right. It's important what we let our subconscious, we let into our subconscious. We only get one body, one mind, and one soul. So do yourself, or do ourself, a favor. Take care of those three very vital senses. Again, mind, body, and soul. See, hear, and feel. And that wonderful psyche. Those are the 7 senses, like the 7 chakras. Study those things, and I guarantee that you'll tap into some things in one's inner core, even if it's a little scary. Or go into that too. Step into it. Don't step away. Step into it. I heard that from a great brother. And it's just wonderful. And that's where that inner warrior comes in. Face any challenge within. Face it head on. You'll love yourself later. You'll breathe later. And then we'll share that vibration to others. Remember, we building generals out here. But the first general starts with ourselves. All right. So let's get to this hip hop break. And I'm going to come back. And we're going to do an introduction into that inner warrior. We're going to break it down even further. Man, because it's so so breathtaking, and, in a right way, when we don't let things take our joy. But it takes experiences, and again, we can learn from teachers, that are well informed and experienced, and we incorporate our own experiences in our own lives, and let none take us away from that either. Tapping into our inner warrior, because it's and focus on it, because it's already in there, And I'll tell you one way we know that we have an inner warrior. Let a challenge arise. Let a challenge occur. That's when we'll know the type of warrior we are. So, and many of us have jumped a lot of hurdles like that, in life. So that's what make us the generals and warriors we are today, All right. So I'm going to play this song. The first one is Best for... I said the wrong song. I said We Are Here. Correction. That ain't the song. Best for You. That's what that's what I have in one soul, Again, you put out good energy, and, that's what that great divine will put around us in family, brother, sister, general. But this is what Brother EBXCARES want, spell breaker. I want the best for me, for you, for anyone, especially those who seeking to do right in their life. All right. Be back after this.
Gee, I want the best for me and you. I want us all to make it through. I'm talking to my family too. I want the best for me and you. I want us all to make it through. Yeah. I'm talking to my family too. Yeah. Let go. Let go. I'ma keep on seeing and trying to teach. I don't give a damn what they say about the E. Let's go. It is those hearts that a brother trying to reach. I be a good brother and never a leech. Let's go. I'm trying to reach their soul of my sisters and my bros. Like I always say, vibration high, never low. And it stays so crisp. I'm somewhere in the sky. We transition, and no, we don't die. And I got my brother, and if my brother got me, and we gotta be ready for the real enemy. Woo! You know what? I want the best for me and you. Let go. I'm Man, we gotta make it through.
We gotta make it through.
I'm talking to my family too.
Yeah.
I want the best of my family and my children in these streets. Man, I try my best like other people meant to make us see. Gotta be awakened in this life, I'm so sick of the beast. Man, we gotta stay clear, man, and on our feet. Man, stay up on this ground, that's why I make this sound. You know I'm always thanking God that I'm around.
Yeah.
And other brothers and sisters, you know we never suffer. And gotta love our fathers, we gotta love our mothers. You know they wasn't perfect, but they had good intentions. And yeah, good things in this life
Is what I mentioned, yeah.
what we put out, and brothers,
What we get back.
and keep on forging forward, man,
Never ever slack, no.
yeah,
I want the best for me and you. I want us all to make it through. Yeah. I'm talking to my family too. Yeah. Me and you. Let go.
I want us all to me and you.
Yeah.
I want us all to make it through.
Yeah.
I'm talking to my family too. I will do what I gotta do, and I will stay here. Yeah, sometimes up in the past I might have shed tears.
Let's go.
But I'm standing firm today and have no fear. So devil, step down and better beware, cause I got you. I don't want us to lose, want us all us to see clear and never be confused. Woo!
Yeah.
Cause I want the best for me and you.
Yeah.
I want us all to make it through.
I'm talking to my family too. Yeah.
Me and you. Want the best for me and you.
Real talk. Yep. Want the best for us, brothers and sisters. Yep. Me and you. Just like the song say. And that's good energy, you know. Like I said. Oh, I did. Okay, my bad. I did have a song called "We Here." My bad. Hey, that's what we do. You know, well, we keep it flowing. I said it wrong. I did have a song. "We're Here." I thought I didn't. That wasn't the next one, but that is the next song. We are here. So be thankful again if we are here. And I always like to say, we are alive and breathing. We back to conquer another day, another year, and another decade. You know, you blaze through many fires for a reason. You know, that's why we're here today. And we're going to get into that inner warrior and speak a little bit on MJ. I'm rhyming. Y'all see I'm rhyming. I said better day, and we are here with MJ. He's our inspiration, you know. And I'm going to kind of speak on a little more of what he was feeling in this song. And it's like it's inspiring and kind of sad, you know, because when we're empaths, we have the ability to put ourselves in other people's shoes, especially people we know are right and meant well. And I think Mike meant well, but we know how the industry can go and all those things and what he dealt with. And he tapped into his inner warrior. You know, he really did. Mike might have had a soft voice, but Mike wasn't no punk. He wasn't. I've heard some stories about old Mike. Mike wasn't no punk. He tapped in. He definitely, once he tapped into his inner warrior, he stayed focused on his inner warrior. And before he left this planet, he let it be known. Real talk. So rest in peace and in power, MJ, which is our inspiration today. Yeah, I meant to rhyme that. All right, be back after this. And again, brother, sister, family, be thankful we're here, you know, and be back after this.
Yeah, for my generals, family, brothers and sisters that had fought so very hard, as well as our ancestors, to get to a foundation. You know what?
Be thankful that we're here.
Yeah.
We got no time for fear.
To my family,
We
wipe
wipe
away
no
the
tears. Yeah, yeah.
Be thankful
That we're here.
brothers and sisters,
We got no time for fear.
yeah.
Just wipe away them tears.
Brothers and sisters, be
thankful that we're here.
And to my family, we got no time for fear.
Be thankful that we're here.
I'm do what I got to do, and I'ma make it through. And you teach me, and I teach you. Want us to win and never ever lose. To have a clue and do what we gotta do. And know we never drop in this life, we never stop. Got that good energy through this here hip hop. Ain't no entity ever gonna stop the E. I'ma be a beast righteously. I'ma teach us all to stay free. Man, that foundation, yeah, changing every generation, yeah. With this talking, brothers and sisters, good conversations, yeah. No debate. If it's toxic, man, get out the way. Yeah, staying on this journey. Listen to what that divine say. Woo! Yeah. Be thankful that we're here. Yeah. Man, we got no time for fear. Brothers and sisters, just wipe away them tears. And my family, be thankful that we're here. Yeah. We got no time for fear. Brothers and sisters, be thankful that we're here. To my family, just wipe away them tears. Yeah. Be thankful that we're here. On fire, it's that divine I admire, and I want to lift us up. Man, so dang higher, never low. Yeah, my family and my sisters and my bro. Gotta be clear and on point, staying on our toes. Gotta watch things around us, staying focused in this life. Stay with in these relationships and righteous with our wife and our husbands and our sisters and our bros. Stay on the go. Gotta be knowledgeable and righteous in our soul. Woo! Yeah. Be thankful that we're here. We got no time for fear. And my family, wipe away them tears. Yeah. Be thankful that we're here. Yeah. We got no time for fear. Brothers and sisters, just wipe away them tears. Yeah. Be thankful that we're here. And to my family, we got no time for fear. Yeah. Man, just wipe away them tears. Just wipe away them tears. Man, be thankful that we're here. Yeah. We got no time for fear. We got no time for fear. Man, be thankful that we're here.
Real talk, brothers and sisters. Real talk. Yep. Got a little surprise. Let me get to it. Let me get to my thingamajigger here. Let me see. Y'all know how I do it. All right. Got to get back to the mojo. And we're going to speak on Mike, but I got a little surprise here. Let me see. Hold on just a second. All right, brothers and sisters. We're going to get back to the mojo. All right. Got a little surprise. All right. Just hold a second. Hold on a second there. Calling my uncle. I said I was gonna start doing this.
Hey, what's up?
What's up, Unc? I got you on the mic. I'm in the middle of a podcast, so you on the mic.
Oh, okay.
Yep, huh?
I was calling. I had seen. I was watching on Facebook or whatever. I saw. The George Well was giving away free food, wasn't it?
Free burgers. Yep.
Yeah, let's talk about packed.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I seen yours on there. Your store too.
Yeah, they didn't show. Did they show what's in the kitchen?
They didn't show the kitchen. They showed somebody else's restaurant, but they showed y'all's on the outside.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because they had the camera crew all in the kitchen and everything.
I saw them. I said, "It's Eric's store."
Yep. Did you see me on the news when they interviewed me? Did you see that?
I just saw what they said on the Facebook.
Yeah, I mean, I'm talking about way before the free burger thing. I was on the news. They interviewed me. This was like 3 weeks ago.
Oh, I couldn't see that because we on cable.
Oh, dang. And it's on Fox 6? That's a cable channel?
Yep.
Oh, dang. Well, yeah. Well, it's on YouTube. Because Aaron, matter of fact, I'll send it to you. Aaron sent it to me.
Okay, good.
Yep,
Thank you.
I'll send it to you. How you and Mama doing?
You doing okay?
That's good. That's good. And we are supposed to come out and see y'all. Let me see. I'm trying to think where we can do it. I'm gonna try to do it Saturday.
Well,
Yeah.
just call me.
Huh?
Just call me. Let me know you know.
Yeah.
If you coming out here.
Yeah. See, cause we gonna go. I told Nika I want her and me and all the kids. I want all us to go to the lake. You know, get out the house. You know,
I heard that.
we're gonna try to go. Cause I ain't been. I need to get out there and see y'all. So you know. So.
You gonna drive your van out there? Your van still messed up?
Yeah, it need to be fixed, but I just, you know, I can regulate it. I'll be all right. I just make sure, you know, making sure that my van nice and cooled off before I go out. I mean, I can still drive it. I just, you know. So,
Yeah.
and it ain't been that hot lately. So,
Yeah, well.
yeah, you know, it is what it is.
There's nothing I want to ask you.
Yeah.
When it was raining and all that flood, it wasn't in your path to go to work?
I was off.
Oh, boy, that's good. Then.
Yeah, cause that was the weekend. That was a Friday and Saturday.
Well, then, that was good, then. That's right on plan.
Yeah, but it got the leaking in here though. They got the leaking.
In the basement?
Nah, up here in my house.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, but Brian already knew that though. He already knew. He just haven't gotten around to it. Yeah, he said he already knew. But it rained so because it don't normally really. I mean, it never really leak. You can look at the roof and tell it need to be fixed, but it rained so hard that night. It don't matter. Everybody roof leaked.
Yeah,
A lot of people roof leaked. Yeah, so even if the roof was decent, it probably if it was any cracks anywhere, it was because it rained that dang on. It rained that hard.
Yeah, because man, it was floods in that park.
Yeah. So
Man.
because it was.
Yep.
I said it was partially the roof. It was partially Mother Nature. Yeah.
It would have been another, was that Noah?
Yeah.
Where it was raining, it would like be another Noah.
Yeah. Yep. Aaron said he had a dream about a flood, and then a couple weeks later we had all that rain.
Well, that's his fault. That's because he
Yeah, I texted him and told him that. I said, Aaron, remember you dreamed about that? He said, oh, yeah, because we still do our little podcast thing.
I'm on the podcast now, so he already gonna know it's his fault.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And you said tell him you joking? Yeah. I'm sure.
I'm just joking.
Oh, he know. I'm sure he'll get a good laugh out of it. Yeah. Yeah, because I'm gonna call Mama sometime and get her on here. Because me and Aaron, I want to wait till me and Aaron here together, and then we're gonna call around. Yep, we're gonna like call some people. Yep.
So, because them mama trying to make a broadcast here.
Yeah, yep. I can kind of get her voice on my channel for a little bit, kind of get her name out there, get her out there a little bit. Yeah, we just trying to set up a time where we can do it, you know. So, because I want to do it on an off day where I ain't got to rush and all that, you know. So,
yeah, I need to meet.
Yeah, yep. So I ain't forgot no Mama. I ain't talked to Mama. I ain't forgot about her. I'm working. Me and Aaron working on some stuff. We got some stuff in the works.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. So yeah. Yep. But I'm glad you called.
Yeah, I thought that's all the people said. That's egg stuff. I went to the.
Yeah. I was the one cooking all them damn burgers.
Huh?
I was the one cooking all them damn burgers.
Oh yeah, I was out there cooking a burger.
Yep. They said I did a good job. They said y'all did an excellent job. Y'all did great. Yeah. So yeah, we was moving, boy. Man, we moved that line so quick.
How many do you get for free?
One.
One.
Yep.
You get around with one burger.
One burger.
But they probably buying other stuff too. So.
No, because once they stopped the restaurant, that'd been too much.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay.
It was on because it was way too many people. No, they weren't able to do that.
People coming in for one burger.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. It's over with now, though. I hope the Brewers don't win no more.
Was it big burgers?
Huh?
Was it big burgers?
Nah, burgers ain't that big. Burgers damn near small as a sausage. Nah, let me shut up. I don't want to say too much, but yeah, they ain't that big. They good, but they real beef though. It's 100. It's like I say about 90% beef. It's real beef. I will say that. Huh?
They get the works on it?
Yeah, well, just the usual, ketchup, mustard, onions, and pickles.
No bacon?
Hell no. That's too damn much. They lucky to get that. They lucky we can just slap a burger on the bun and say here.
Like cheese.
Yeah, they got cheese.
Oh, okay.
No, wait a minute. Nope. They didn't get no cheese. Nope.
Oh my God.
Nope. That'd have been too much for us to do.
I just want to know people when they say when they like, come on, just a burger.
No, them people didn't care. As long as they got a free burger, they didn't care. Yeah.
Man, shit. Burger like that, baby, get mad, tear the place up.
like that chicken thing they went through with them chicken sandwiches.
People fight over that little sandwich.
Yep, gone in 3 bites.
Yeah, what I said. What if Popeye chicken must be something?
Yeah. Yep, I'm glad you calling. You called.
Yeah.
Get back to my teaching.
Tell your people that watch you that what's up.
Oh yeah. This is my Uncle Terry, y'all. This is my Uncle Terry. Remember, I've been telling people I'm gonna start calling around. So you the first one that I didn't talk to so far, other than Stacy. I had Stacy on here, but it was pre-recorded because I had childhood friend of mine passed away. So my friend Stacy called. A childhood friend of mine passed away.
Do I know him?
Yeah, well, you probably heard of him, but I don't think you really know him. Yeah, it was my friend named Lester I used to live with back in the day. Him and his sister. Yeah. Yep. So she called me. Well, she texted me, and then I called her, and me and her talked. Yeah, that's been a few weeks ago.
Know him. I think I know. Did you niggas? No, I ain't gonna say all that on that.
Yeah. Yeah, but we'll have other times we gonna talk though.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yep. So I'm glad you and Mama doing good. Yep. Yeah.
We just got standing up fighting and stuff. So, that's all right. No, I was joking.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Well, okay.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna get back to my teaching.
Okay.
Yep.
Talk to you later.
I'm gonna let y'all know when we coming out there. I'm gonna try to make it happen.
Okay.
All right. Yep.
Bye.
Peace.
Peace.
Yeah, that was my uncle, y'all. I had to get that call because I said I'm gonna start doing that. You know, that's where if y'all want to know, if y'all hear me be goofy sometimes, that's where I get it from. It's my Uncle Terry right there. Yeah, I had to get that call. Let me see, make sure I get everything straight here. Thank those that's been listening, being patient, and hope it ain't too boring or whatever. But I had to get that because I speak about family all the time, and I said I'm gonna start doing that. So that was great that he called. So we're gonna get back into it, leaders and teachers with a student spirit. All right. I want to break down inner warrior is what MJ brought out in himself. And I thank him for that, for showing us he didn't go out without a fight. He went out swinging, real talk. So salute to MJ, rest in peace and in power. And may his family find peace, because I know it was some challenges and some hurdles and theories and all kind of stuff with their family. But I'm not going to get into that. As I heard a great brother say, I'm going to pull out the good and leave the bad, because we know that old industry has something to do with some of that stuff, so I'm thinking of that warrior part of MJ. Again, he might have a soft voice, but MJ was not no punk, and he did tap in to his inner warrior, as many of us do as we go through experiences in this life, become stronger and tougher righteously, so let's go, leaders and teachers. Introduction into inner warrior. Just want to break it down a little bit. Let's go. The term inner warrior refers to an individual's internal source of strength, courage, and resilience. It embodies the part of you or us that faces challenges head on. Didn't I say that earlier in the podcast? Preserves through adversity, because that's when we know the type of warrior we are. When we go through a challenge, adversity, that's when we know who we are. Real talk. I don't care what we say we are. When we go through a challenge, a storm, that's what would define us. And many of us have been blazed through fires, as I always say. And beliefs are knowing in our ability to succeed. Preserves, okay. Facing challenges head on, divinely preserves through adversity. And beliefs or knowing in our ability to succeed, mind, body, and soul. Not just physically, money. We succeed there too, because it plays a part. We become disciplined in our money, finances, etc. Okay, knowing and beliefs, or beliefs or knowing, and our abilities to succeed when we persevere through adversity. All right, even when facing difficult situations, it's not about aggression. I kind of spoke on aggression, but rather about inner fortitude, which is beautiful, and the ability to stand up for ourselves and our goals. Our goal is to tap into our inner warrior and let nothing take our joy. Again, think of what it took to get us to have joy. Anybody listening, brother, sister, younger, older, family, think of the fires. Man, never forget those fires. That's our reminder, that there's something out there, like that story I gave about my son, Lord Lamont, gave that homeless guy. I'm telling you, a lot of us, have experienced things like that. Deja vu, signs, synchronicities, things in our dreams. Study things like that. Go even deeper. Get to know our divine spirit. Get to know ourselves, and explore and go where no brother, sister, family, general has ever gone before in our mind. Universe, study all that stuff. Astronomy, be out there righteously. We are cosmic beings. We just got to know we are. And again, it's not an ego thing. Nothing like that. It's just, man, knowing who we are unapologetically. That's what it's about. That's what the inner warrior is. Being unapologetic, but not running over things or people. Let things come what? Naturally. It's beautiful. We appreciate ourselves and things better that way when we just come into our prosperity or whatever goal we have in a natural way, and it just flows into it. And we didn't run over nobody. We didn't push. We didn't slander nobody. And we just was ourselves as warriors in this life. And it's beautiful. And nothing will be able to take our joy, So be thankful if you have got a righteous guard up, blocking all toxicity away from our joy, Like my uncle just called a little while ago. That's joy right there. That's energy. And as I said in the past, my uncle and I'm close to other members of my family too, but my uncle and we were pretty close. And as I said, a lot of my comedic side, my sense of humor, I got that from him because he can be funny. You heard him joking. He always joking. Hope those who are listening could hear that. Well, I know the sound might have been a little distorted, but you heard him joking, and he does that all the time. As I said, I could be mad at my uncle, and I'm talking about when I was younger, when I wasn't in control of my emotions and all that kind of stuff. I could be mad at my uncle, and he'll crack a joke and make me laugh. I don't care how mad I be at him, but I always love that about him. And as I said, my son and I, Lord Lamont, salute. We're gonna have a call around. We're gonna call maybe siblings, family members, friends. We're gonna kind of make that, my mom, and just kind of make that a regular thing, because again, when we tap into our inner warrior and begin to focus on it, we'll include our family and brothers and sisters we connect with righteously into our joy, and that's a part of our joy too, like our center, protect our center, our core, ourselves, children, family, significant other. I'm talking about those we care about, those that we want to see win in life, mind, body, and soul. And then everything else will follow, because that's a part of principles, So all right, so that was some things I said, I had in my spirit, the things I was saying, the things that I've been saying on this podcast here today, things that I was feeling in one spirit. Because again, when the great divine tells me to speak, I speak. The great divine tells me to shut up, I shut up. It's beautiful when we're on divine time. That's a recent podcast I did. It was a nature podcast where I was showing the leaves and the sun shining through. And those leaves were beautiful. Because I'm always talking about a righteous tree. I always say those who have a right heart and is a divine warrior, we're all part of that righteous tree. Remember that. All part of a righteous tree matters. The leaves, the barks, the twigs, of course, the root, It just depends on what's in our heart. And again, we can start small or big. Never compare or look at nothing else. Looking at our space. What the divine has for us. What gift does it have for us? Remember, trillion billion gifts. And not just social media and or platform. That's just an expression that can amplify our gifts. Like my cousin, L'Oreal Lyrical, like she said. Share our gifts. If we have something that can add to humanity and or culture, because we only live one life, and go beyond this so-called human body and be the most powerful beings that we ever been before. We can be. And again, it's not about being invincible or nothing like that. It's just, man, being that greater part of ourselves. It's just wonderful. It's beautiful, as I like to say. So thank those for coming in to another edition of EBX Discussion. And I hope those enjoyed that moment with my uncle. I'm glad he called. Real talking again. My son, Lord Lamont, Salute, and we're going to have more moments like that. And, cling on, like I said, take that good, leave the bad. Don't talk down on our families. None of us are perfect. We all been through different situations. Again, those that don't want to learn, that's rotten to the core, selfish, narcissistic, whatever you want to call it, let life teach them. Because, again, whether we want to be taught or not, life will teach us. So it really doesn't matter. It really doesn't. So just be an upright human being, and other good things will follow automatically. And again, a lot of us are living this. So if you learn nothing else on the channel from me, brothers and sisters, as Mike did, as MJ did, never lose that inner warrior either. Stay tapped in like MJ did. Again, rest in peace and in power, MJ, for showing us that no matter what, we let nothing take away our inner warrior. I thank him for showing that. I'm glad Mike didn't go out without a fight. He went out swinging. That's how we should go out this life, Never be bogged down by stupid, petty shit. Real talk. So salute to Mike. And this look on his face on my banner here, it just, I don't know. It does something to me. It kind of made me sad, with how he felt. To have all that fame and everything you ever want in life and still feel alone. That had to have been a horrible place for him to be, man. Real talk. So salute to MJ for keeping his sanity and, again, going out swinging. So that's what we got to do, brothers and sisters and family, the best way we can. Everybody's path is different. But, man, through the challenges, and, if we can, keep it a righteous path the best way we can. And again, it's not being this deep spiritual person or this, but we can be, we can be powerful cosmic beings. Don't be afraid of that. Just don't, and just don't tap into the ego part of it. Be a little humble and accept our power. Remember, divine things that's happened to us is our example. Like my uncle calling like that out the blue. That wasn't an accident, brothers and sisters, because I always speak on that realm in our center. And again, what do I say is included in our center and in our realm? And our realm is the layers, ones that start, like the layer. The first layer is ourselves, and then it works our way out. And that's why you always hear me calling out protection, things like that. The universe, Mama Nature, and Great Divine is getting these signals. Now, do this sound cosmic? Yes. Do this sound kind of out there? Yes. But we can be that powerful. Things like that. Divine things come to us all the time. We just can't think it's random. Like my son and I do all the time. We hold on to moments like that and go even deeper. So again, my uncle calling like that wasn't an accident. That's divine, brothers and sisters. But a lot of us experience this, don't we? So we're going to teach it to others and show them the way and break all these toxic ass spells. That's why I got that by my name. It's a psychological thing. It's every time I see it, it's to remind me, to break all toxic spells, without hurting ourselves or hurting no one else. We break them in a divine way, a strategic way. On divine time, brothers and sisters, is the best time. So again, thank those for coming in and listening to a brother. And stay the generals we are as brother, sister, family. And again, salute to MJ for being the warrior he was. Brother, sister, general in this life, family. Let nothing ever take our joy. Salute.